xQc just dropped his tier list of what he thinks are the best streamers on the platform, and it caused way more drama than I think anybody was expecting. When people heard that xQc was doing a tier list, everyone knew that some people would be upset about not being ranked as high as they thought, but I don't think anybody expected this amount of backlash from one streamer. If you haven't seen, Hasan has had a total meltdown and then proceeded to delete everything he said, which is surprising because 2 years ago, xQc did the same list and Hasan had this to say about it.
Unlike the rest of these people, and I legitimately am telling you this, do not give a fuck, because this is one area where I am fully secure.
Which is a weird thing to say. Maybe he's just changed over the last 2 years, but you can see now this is xQc's new tier list, and Hasan is ranked in the same spot, like B tier. So you don't think it would have gotten to him, because he said he doesn't care. He's very fortunate to be where he is. I mean, his viewership has only gone up since that clip 2 years ago. But I guess Hasan on Twitter is a different person. xQc probably ranked me a B-list streamer because I won't fucking have him on when a trending political thing is happening where he has to act like he cares to fund the last ounce of the Twitch directory before he goes back to promoting crypto gambling to teens for multiple millions. So he's definitely not mad, and he definitely doesn't care. But if you actually watch xQc explanation during the hour-long stream, he said that Hasan was still B tier because all he does is political, and that's not his thing. So it makes sense. I don't know why you'd be so upset about that. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. It goes on and becomes way more personal. So this one, actually, not that bad. Kind of funny. LMAO, I saw xQc's tier list, and all I can say is Misgift makes better content. If he would have just kept it at that, he would have been fine. But he didn't. He went on. Am I actually mad? No. Do I think xQc would have zero patience from everyone that babies him if he wasn't a 60K? Absolutely. Am I mad about this tier list? No, I'm just constantly raving about it. And xQc would have no friends except you're just using him for his views. But I'm not mad. And it goes on. I unironically hate him a little now. Not gonna lie. You hate the guy because of the tier list, but you're not mad. Like, I don't know why that gets so personal. Like, he also went on to talk about how xQc actually fell off and his viewership is down. That's why he's in a tier list for any bit of content. And like that, like the one thing you can't insult any streamer about is their viewership. Like, if you go into any streamer's chat and bring up how many viewers are watching them, you get instantly banned, because that's like the #1 trigger for most streamers is their viewer numbers. And like, this is a common criticism Hasan makes, which is like a fair criticism. I feel like the reason why he says this is because he knows this is the one point everyone pretty much agrees with, is I'm sure you got like a 70 million stake deal, no one could call you out on it. I fucking hate his fan base soon now. So yeah, the easy point is just always make fun of xQc for promoting gambling to children. Everyone's going to agree with that. Like, that's a shitty thing xQc does. But also now he hates Felix. He hates xQc's fan base too. And it's super personal, saying he would have no friends if he wasn't like super famous. And despite Hasan's best attempts of trying to get people on his side by throwing in the xQc gambles to children stuff, no one backed him up. Everyone is like, what is this guy doing? He's gone off the deep end over a freaking tier list that doesn't matter at all. So he says, well, of course, no other streamer will defend me. Twitch is xQc's website. So no one would ever speak out against xQc because xQc is the most popular. Except for the last like month and a half where everyone was speaking out against xQc because of his gambling. But sure, now they won't speak out against him. It's not the fact that you took something that should have been like a very minor, like you should have got like in 1 or 2 jabs if you felt like you needed to defend yourself, into like the super personal thing where you now hate the guy for it. Like all things drama on the internet, people are digging into it and trying to read a lot into it. So there's been a couple conspiracy theories that have come up about why he is freaking out over being ranked B when 2 years ago he was ranked B and had no problem with it, and said he never would have any problem with it because it doesn't matter to him. So people found that the quote-unquote real reason why Hasan is upset that he's in B tier.
Bruh, he was lower last year.
Parasocial relationships on the stream.
My brother, he was lower last year. Oh, but Destiny was under him.
Yeah, so the only difference now being xQc this year is ranked A, Hassan was still ranked B. So obviously everyone knows the drama between those two, so that's what people are saying. That could be the reason why Hassan is active freaking out now. So like I really don't like reading stuff into this. Like I just take stuff at face value, but like I don't see why Hassan went so far to say like xQc has no friends, I hate him, people only put up with him because he has so many viewers. Like there has to be more to it than just I'm ranked B. So maybe he had a sore spot putting Destiny, who he has come out and said he hates, above him. Then maybe people are just reading too much into it. Like he said in the interview where he claimed to bring politics to Twitch, which we'll just completely ignore, that's a whole nother thing. I mean, he is doing what he says he would do with criticism.
I've gotten numb to the criticism. Like as a matter of fact, I seek it out now because I make content out of it. I think it's funny and fun.
I mean, he's definitely making content out of the criticism, but I don't think it's the content he thought that was going to be made.